Okay, hi, this is a tutorial on the basics of using Solidworks, the very basics. So first of all, to start, we're going to open Solidworks, and it's this has this icon that looks like a block, and it has Solidworks on it, S and W, and then when you click on it, it looks like that. And so here is the first thing of the Solidworks. You could go to New Document if you have that, or this page up here. To get a new document, or you can hit Control N. Either way, you will open up this window right here. And for our parts, we're going to make a part, which is the first option here. It's a 3D representation of a single design component. This is basically to make your shapes your hydrogel shapes, a drawing of your hydrogel shapes. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, since our hydrogels are being made in centimeters, right? All the lengths are in centimeters. We want to make sure we are using that measuring system for our SolidWorks. So in order to do that, you click up here. There's a little tiny arrow kind of thing up here, and it opens up the toolbox, and then you have to go over to this is really a pain in the neck, to the tools drop down menu, and then you're going to go scroll all the way down, and it's actually off of the screen here for you, but there is an option here. I think you might be able to see it says Options. Click on Options under Tools. And then once you click on Options under Tools, you're going to find over here on the left side it says Units. Where is it? Oh no, sorry, whoopsies. Document Properties and then Units. Yeah. Okay. And then we want, well, maybe we want centimeter, grams, seconds, because we're doing all of our calculations in centimeters. So click on that, and then click OK. And so now you should be measuring in centimeters. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is look at this kind of tool bar here. The important things you want to note are the Sketch and the Features tabs right here. If you don't have that, look, go to File at the top, and you want to go to View. And then again, all the way at the bottom, everything we do is all the way at the bottom. It's going to say File View. It's going to say Works. Where is it? Workspace right here. And then just click on Default. And that will default it to this kind of view for you. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is let's do a rectangular prism. So first I'll pick my plane that I'm going to work in. So I'll work in the front plane to start. And then in the front plane I'm going to get a rectangle. And I'm going to make that rectangle to be 4 centimeters by 2 centimeters, let's just say. So, whoops, what's going on there? So, okay, now I'm going to use my Smart Dimensions tool to do a 2 centimeters by 4 centimeters. Okay, so here's my rectangle. It's 2 centimeters by 4 centimeters, and one important thing to do always is to then click this green check mark over here. So it saves the work that you've done. Okay, so that was in Sketch. Since I want a rectangular prism, I went to Sketch. I picked the plane. I went to click on the rectangle. Then I drew my rectangle, and I dimensioned it by using the Smart Dimension. I hit the Smart Dimension, and then I go to the side that I want to dimension or get the distance for it, and then I put in the values for the 4 and the 2. I know that when Mr. Hartnett does it, he really isn't. It's really important to do this like according to the center part, but I didn't do that. So. Okay, so now I want to now make it 3-dimensional, this part here. So I'm going to then exit Sketch, and I'm going to go to Features, and then I am going to say Extrude Boss Base. Whoopsies, got to click my thing and Extrude Boss Base. And let's see, what did I say? It was 4 by 2. So yes, this like width dimension needs to be 1 because 4 times 2 times 1 is 8, and we want 8 cubic centimeters for our units. So I could either pull this kind of middle piece in and out, and you see that right here this number is changing as I'm making this bigger or smaller. So if I'm good, I could just ease it into the 2. Nope, whoopsies, I wanted 1, didn't I? So I'm just going to, instead of messing around with that, I'm just going to type 1 in here, 1 centimeter, and hopefully hit enter. And then if that's good, I'm going to hit the check mark. So now that's it. That stays. So I have a 4 centimeter by 2 centimeters this way, by 1 centimeter this way. I have rectangular prism. Okay, now for your assignment, I'll want to see that and not as a Solidworks file. I want to see it as a PDF so that anyone can view it. So in order to make the PDF, you go to File, Make Drawing from Parts. I'm going to click on that. And Solidworks is smart. It says, do you want the file to be saved before it's inserting it into the drawing? And you should say yes. Because by doing that, then I can go back and change it if I need to make any changes. So I can rename this Workshop Rectangular Prism. And I'll hit Save. Okay. Now this is going on to making the drawing. It says, what sheet format size do I want? Well, in the olden days, they used to print sheets off in this this size, which is a 33 inches by 48 inches, 46 inches. I don't want that. I want A4, which is 8.26 inches by 11.69. 8.5 by 11. It's close to. So I'm going to pick that one. Okay, so when I hit OK, I should see something like this. Here's my sheet. It's a regular size. And it already has my file name printed down here for me. And then I'm going to go to View Layout because that's what I want to see. And then Standard View. I'm going to use the Standard View, and it shows me the parts that I have made that I could put into the Standard View. So I'm going to double click on the Workshop Rectangular Prism one. And now you can see that we have the three shapes on, or the 3 positions of the shape. This is the front, of course. The lower left is the front, then the top and the right view. If I go to annotate then, because I do want to have the length of each side on there, I'm going to say Smart Dimensions. If I go to this, it says, oh, what? It says 1.57. What should it be? 2 centimeters. So this is in, 4 centimeters. This is in inches. So that's not what I want. So I have to go to, back to Tools, Options, for my drawing setting, Document Properties, Units, again, change it back to centimeters. Okay. And then, now it properly says 4. And that's one edge. And this edge is 2. Click on that. And then this last edge is, oopsies, 1. A little hard to see there. So with that, I have my whole rectangular prism kind of mapped out. I know it's a 4 by 2 by 1, and that is it. So I'm going to definitely remember to click on the green check mark. And then I should be done. So how do I save it? File, save as this, but I want the format to be in a PDF so that Ms. Weldon can look at it anytime she wants to. And then I should have a file saved as workshop rectangular prism. Right here in my downloads folder, I have the PDF workshop rectangular prism. This workshop rectangular prism Solidworks part, that's my part. And I double click on that. I can view it not very well here, but as a PDF. Okay? Alright, so that's basics on how to use Solidworks.